use for this DIY. And you see here, this is just an old board piece I used for another DIY, but this fell out of it. So this is a really old piece, and I thought, what can I do with them? And he has a little damaged piece on the sides, so I was thinking I want to use it because I don't like to throw things away. So I'm going to make use this piece. I used 4 of these little painter sticks, or steer sticks like you call them, but you can also use popsicle sticks. So, and a little piece of fur, and some old skis. They fell apart last year. I have to clean them up because there are still some glue attached to it, so I have to send them off and just reuse them because they are old, and one piece broke, because you see here already this piece is off of it. But I thought, what can I do to use them? So I will show you that in my DIY, how I will use my skis and my fur, and how I will use this board. So let's start our DIY. So first what I will do is paint this one in the white color, and I hope, he's already coming faster than I thought. So we're going to do, normally I do, of course, do my paint in this little paint container. I don't know how you call this. How do you call this? If anyone can let me know how this is called, I really have no idea. But first I'm going to make this one in the white color. But I think you already know how to paint your board, so I just show you this little piece and then I show you how it is finished. So you see already I painted this old board in the white color, and now I'm letting it dry, and I painted it in one direction to give it a peaceful look, because or else you get very crowded, that your brush paint is going everywhere. So I try to make it in one direction. Now I'm going to let it dry, and I try to let the sides open in the wood color, because I want to stain it afterwards. But for now we are letting this dry, and I see you in a moment. So you see I taped, I haven't painted, and I taped my board in little lines. And of course what I do right now, because I almost forgot you see I just do the little stripe, I just dab, and I want to have a grain sack stripe. I think you call it this way, but there is one person who is very familiar with this stripe. That is of course Yvonne from Ginger Chick Rehab, and of course I am just an amateur doing it. She is more like a professional, but I'm doing my best. So just doing the smaller lines. Of course most people say you do it too thick, but I like a little bit of the darker black. So now I let this dry for a moment, and then I'm going to do it again, and then we are doing the wider stripes. So then I hope it will will look okay, and if I remove the tape it will be also not under the tape. So you see it is not totally dried, but I already will take off the tape, and then I dry it with a hairdryer a little bit more, because for me then the tape is a little bit better to remove. And of course I'm trying not to get paint on my board, and of course I'm hoping that it is not under my tape. I squeezed it very hard. Yes, I think that's the word. I squeezed it very hard, the tape, so that it will this way. And of course the last one, I will do it from over here. He has 2 parts. So this one did okay. Now we have to do the middle stripe. So we're going to look for how he will turn out. Because in this one I did it a little bit smaller because I don't want it a big stripe, because I still need to do some fur around here. So I didn't want to make it too wide. So we are going to do now the wider stripe. So I show you a little bit close. You see here how I did the tape for this one. I just did a little small piece over here, and then this is not too wide because, like I said, I want to use the fur. But you see how easy it is, just, and make sure you do squeeze the sides a little bit, or push the sides a little bit so it doesn't go under it. And now I'm going to do this one black, and I hope this one will do okay too. So you see he is totally dried up. I show you a little bit closer. You see here he is dried up, and now we are going to remove the tape, and this one, and you see just a simple wooden board with some white paint, and you just can make your, if you like the farmhouse style or even in a rustic style, this is also very nice to do. And you can do the stripes any way you want. You don't have to do it this way. You can do it any way you like. Now you can see, because I measured it out, because there will be a little sides around this board, because I want this one in my kitchen. What I will do right now, I still want some piece of fur under my skis. So I don't know if I will use two of them. Two pieces are under here, because I will have to measure it out, because here is also will be a side. So I will cut one of this one out and one over here. And of course I do it via on the back, because if you do it on front, you are cutting your your fur. I had that in my gnome video. I did cut the fur in the wrong way, so that's why you see it also here. Then you get this side of your fur. Now is this an on a roll, so it is not really that bad. But if you have it really on a fur with some bit leathered back, then you will have to be careful. So I will cut this one out. I think I will do two pieces, and this one I will glue together on my board. So let's do that first. So you see, what I wanted to do is just glue my fur on my board. But you see already, I still need to finish off my board with some a wooden piece of painter steer sticks. But you see already, that won't be a nice side. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to glue my sides on it, and then I will finish it off just against this piece, because or else I will never get it glued on my board. But you're noticing this when you are doing your craft or your DIY, you're just noticing that this doesn't work. That doesn't work. So first, what I'm going to do now is just glue my side pieces on it, and then I will do the fur. First we're going to do this. I will lay this apart. The only thing what's always so messy about fur are the loose hairs. So, but first I'm going to glue this one. So I glue the first one under, because then it's easier for me to work around it. So I will do first this one. This will be my measuring point. At least if my glue gun is working with me. Yes, he's already green. And of course I will do a new one. So I will do him under here. So now I hope he will stick immediately. So now I can measure this two out, because, and then I can make this one fitting at the end. So you see, it's a very, and of course I will stain this one, because for me the color is a little bit too light. But of course, if you like it, that's a personal privilege. So just do whatever you think is fitting. So you see, I'm sorry, a couple of minutes ago I totally forgot about you, because I was so into my lines to get them fit. And you see here, I just have a little piece, just an inch of open, because if I do it, if I will do it together to each other, then you see that my stick will be not even, and I don't like this. So I will fill this one up before I will stain this sides. But you see already, I have now the sides on top of them. So now what I'm going to do is make my fur fitting, just I can get it glued inside of my frame. And you see now it's a little bit better to see than that's what my first idea was. So let's do glue this fur inside of the board first. So I measured out my fur, and what I will do extra is just a normal glue also on top of the fur, because I don't want the hot glue is the only glue what is keeping them, because I want a little bit more than only the hot glue. So now I will place my fur in between, and I just need to work a little bit with it, because I really want to have it inside of my frame and not outside. And of course I will work this away, and I will do a second piece of fur, at least I think I will. But I want to have them that you don't see that these are two pieces. So I will do this one out of camera, because or else it will take too long for you. So you see, I did my fur inside of the frame, and I'm sorry for my bad English. Today is a really bad day for English. I don't know what it is, but the words are slipping out of my head. So you see here I have the skis. I distressed them a little bit, and of course I like a little bit the rustic feeling, my idea is just to glue this one on top of them, and then I will also make sure that I get this one and this one also on top of them, and then I will work this one away with some greenery, some Christmas branches, so it looks really like a Christmas piece. So this is a little bit what I will do. You see how simple it is, just some skis you have lying around, and you just glue them on top of here, and then you will use some little sticks. You also can use, you call here in the Netherlands, you call satay stokjes, where you also have your meat on. You also have sometimes from those wooden sticks. You just cut the ends off, and you just use them as sticks for your skis. So I will, like I said, I will glue this one together, and then I show you how it look like. So you see here I did the skis in a different way, and I think personally I like this a little bit better, and I will do this one probably over here, and then I will do some greenery on top of here, because I think the skis over each other, that's something you see always you see the skis goes sideways, so maybe it's nice to do a little bit different and do it this way. And of course, if you like, you also can use some letter stickers on it, and you can write Merry Christmas or something else on it if you like that. But I think I will do this one for this time. I will do them over here. It's a little bit different than always diagonal, do I say that right, in this sides? I don't know. If you say diagonals, you see, today is it's a very bad day for English for me. Oh, but we will get there. I will do this one beside. See, this is just a little bit different than the usual way. And of course you can do, if you like, you can do this one, but I think I like it a little bit better this way. It's a little bit different, maybe a little bit lower, or else I can also do this way. I don't know what I like better, but at least I like the skis a little bit better this way. How you can play with some skis the whole time, it already is taking me, you don't see it because for you it's only a couple of seconds, but for me it's already a long time debating what I will do right now. I think I like this a little bit better, so I'm going to try to glue this on top of my fur. At least I'm going to glue it. I don't know if it will stick on fur. I don't know. This is just an experiment. I never did it on fur, so everything is the first time. But if you don't try, you don't know. Now I want to have him at the same height. I already have some glue on my hands. So I hope when I take it off, he will still stay in place. You see a little bit of what I mean. And of course I will finish it off with some greenery. And I will stain also the sides. And now we can go work a little bit with the fur, because it's really laying down. And now you don't really see that it is fur. So just work a little bit so it makes a little bit rougher too. And I hope that this will stay this way, but we will see. So, but first what I'm going to do now is stain the sides, and then we are going to decorate this one. And what I did, I also had more loose pieces from scratch, what I had from my wooden DIYs I did 3 of them, also again from an old DIY. I painted them also white, and I did the black, the green and the red, and of course I will decorate this one also for in my entryway, and I will do some stickers or some letter stickers on it. I'll show you that also, so you know a little bit, but this is just scratch from wooden pieces I just had over. I just sand them a little bit, and of course bear with me. I don't know, I know this is not really really the best of straight stripe, I know, but if at the end, if it's finished, you will see he looks very nice. So what I will show you just a little piece, because I understand that you don't want to see a whole couple of minutes when someone is waxing waxing the sides and the top of their piece, but I just wanted to show you how much a piece changes when you just do some furniture wax on it. You see already it looks so much different. So you see I have them in the furniture wax, and now I'm going to finish them off with some greenery. And like people who are already here for a long time know, I use for this season most of the time this green greenery. They are from bigger pieces, and of course I cut them short. They are ready from last year. I always keep my greenery. I have really lots of bins with greenery, so for the fall season, for the summer season, for every season. And I most of the time, or when they are so bad, I just throw them away, but when they still are okay, I still keep them, and I am using them time and time again. For this one I will use this one, this greenery, a couple of this one, and my red berries, because that's a little bit of the theme for my season. And of course the nutcrackers you see, will see a lot of times coming back. But here you see I will use one of them, and I remove the plastic, the sides of it, because if you are cutting it off from here, you just, when you squeeze it off this way, you just always see some piece of the plastic, and I don't like that a lot, so I always cut that piece off. So I hope I get it back on my step again, but probably not. But you'll see later. So I will glue this one first. So I will glue this one. And you see already bit this branch is, the back side is very flat, so that's really nice to work with when you want to have it over here. So that's always a nice thing. And you see already my green light has to, and there he is. And I will do a little bit, so I will come in the middle a little bit this way, and I cut this piece off. And this one also to the middle, and just squeeze it a little bit, or push it a little bit. And now I'm going to do a little different branch, and I will cut also the sides off and make a little flat piece to do under it. So I just also work with this one a little bit this way, but a little bit lower, so you work a little bit in stages. And also here is a piece of at the back what is a little bit flatter than the it's a little bit flat than the other one. So you see here, what you still can do, of course, if you like more greenery, you still can do this way, or just do 2 little pieces. I have also here still a little piece. You can do just a little piece over here. I don't know if I like it. It's not bad, and just do some berries in it, but I don't know if I like it when you do berries right now in it. It's like more like a cross, and that's not really what I'm going for, but it's not, maybe I try it. I also can remove it again. That's the great thing about a glue gun. You also can remove it. So a little bit down under, and I will do this one, but you see already this one is a little bit shorter than this one, so I will cut him a little bit over here because I want them a little bit at the same height. So you see, but so you can do and work with it the way you think it's fitting for your decor. I think I like it. I will show you. You already see with a couple of pieces you already have such a great piece. But I am already on the wires, and now I will cut some berries, but I do a little bit of the thicker ones because the little ones you won't find back when you have such a big piece. I do 2 of the lighter reds and 2 of the bigger one, then a little bit more of the burgundy red, and then I hope that it is enough. I don't know if it will be enough or not. 1 over here, and then the other one against it of I don't know if you got that diagonal, at least beside this one. I hope I glue it, or they are gluing to each other. Now we do 1 over here and 1 over here. So I think for my taste it is enough. I think he turned out so nice and just a little bit different like the most of the skis are. And you see, because you make it your own, it is always a unique piece. And of course you can do it and make it your own way, but you see how easy it was. Just an old piece of wood, just some sticks or popsicle stick, just what you want to use. Some old skis, maybe you even can make a couple of these skis, just simple. I did a little bit of the black paint in it and a little bit of the gold to make it a little bit more rustic. And you see, just a little piece of fur and you are ready, fit to go. Just draw some lines and everyone can do it. And I think it turned out so nice. And this is a piece for in my kitchen. But of course you can totally make a different one, but just I hope you just get a little bit of inspiration. Just do it, and there's nothing is wrong, everything is okay. At least you make it your own and you make it unique. So this is the first piece. Now what I'm going to do, because I had the other, whoa I had he was faster than I thought. You can do it 2 pieces. You can do it this side. I think I will do the lines on this side. You see here, I had some old pieces from the earlier thing I made, and of course I also made a green star. I have them in red and black, and now also in the green. I also will have them in the entryway. But this a couple of pieces I will use, but you can do some little pieces of greenery on it, and you will see how easy you can change it up. I will just, you see, I just an old bag with old greenery. You just take it out and you just take whatever you need. It's even a lamp here, I see here. and even a little dot of this one, and I also have a new one from this one, but that's not really new because I already finished from last year. But what I'm going to do, because I want to, first I'm going to need 2 copper, because I wanted to keep it in the same trend like what I have for this year. That is a couple of this one, so I will cut this one a little bit short, and here and here. And of course what I will do letters on it. So what I can do is joy over here, and you just do some couple of greeneries over here. But you also can leave this open and just do only the letters. You can do whatever you want, but I will do some greenery. So I will do first this the black piece, and I show you what I mean a little bit. But also again, just take some glue, and I don't do it on the lines because I don't like that, so I'm doing it a little bit beside the lines. But if you like it more on the lines, it's also fine too. And of course work a little bit with it, just squeeze it a little bit also in here. I do some little pieces of this greenery, and I just do this one this way, and I will work away and I will do this one, I think a little bit this way, because or else it will be a little bit one line. So we're going to squeeze a little bit inside of here, and of course don't burn yourself, because the glue is very hot, so don't burn yourself. So you see here I just have a little piece already. What I will do right now is more of the little berries. I have one over here, but he's not really the greatest to work with, I see already. But we use everything we have, because I always hated to throw things away. So we're going to do one over here, because we want to work away a little bit of this piece. And we need the lighter one. I hope you can see me. I don't even know if I am doing it on camera or off camera, or else you only hear me talking and you have no idea. you just see some hands. This is one. Now we are going to do another red one. Just cut this first piece off, then the other, because he's attached to a lot of pieces. So one over here, just squeeze it in. And now we need a little darker one. I think this one is also a little bit darker, and we are going to do this one at this side. So I will turn it around a little bit for you. And I just put it together. So you see you already have a little sign with some scraps of your wooden piece. Of course you can also use a cardboard if you have an old box and you think I can use it. Just paint the box, do some simple stripes on it, just with some tape, and do the stripes you want, some pieces of greenery on it, and I just will do some letters on here. I will show you if I already have one of this one. I will look for you if I am correct. At least I hope I do. This is the bigger letters. I need the smaller because I don't want the letters to be this big. I think I already, this one is also very new and has, I think I needed this one. It's always this way, yeah? You always need the last one you pick up. What what we can do is, let's say joy. For everyone, like I always say, is this taking too long? Just skip forward. I don't want the letters too big because I don't really like that, but if you like more of the bigger letters, go ahead, you're free to do. This is just an idea because my other letters are also this big. I need a little bit more over here, and I always have a struggle a little bit to get the letters at the place I like them to be. I don't know if I am the only one, but for me it's always a struggle to get them the place I wanted to have them. Now they still are attached to my finger, and you see already the joy is a little bit, the Y is a little bit too high. I will place them a little bit down, but this is just the example what I mean, how simple you can make your own little sign. So I will do this one a little bit lower, so, and then I show you how all three of them turned out. So you see how they turned out. You see all three of them, I did some letter stickers on them, and I think they turned out so nice. If you think that it is trash you normally throw away, so I really like how they turned out. And now in a moment I show you how I have my pieces in my house.